when the whole squad is squatting. Oh, I'm stepping in something wet. Hi, my name's Super Sailor Junko and I am a cosplayer. Yes, I'm a cosplayer and an overall nerd. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is how I put together Sailor Jupiter, and I did it for a specific reason. I'm part of this small dance troupe who were asked to perform at Japan Matsuri, which is an annual event at Trafalgar Square in the middle of central London. And they did it a previous year, but I was on holiday in Japan, so I couldn't join. But this year I joined, and I got one of my favorite scouts, but one of my favorite scouts, Sailor Jupiter. Now, who's a Sailor Jupiter, you say? Who is this person? So there's an anime that there's a manga that came out in the 80s, late 80s, called Sailor Moon. Every nerd that I can think of knows who Sailor Moon is. You've probably seen her iconic image somewhere. So Sailor Moon is this one girl who has powers, classical magical girl environment. She has powers and she saves the day from evil villains and evil demons. So Sailor Moon has a group of friends who also are a different planet who she meets along the way, and they're also part of her troupe. So one of them is called Sailor Jupiter, after the planet Jupiter. She just also happens to be the tallest one there, which I tend to be whenever I'm in a group of friends, so yay. Anyway, as Sailor Jupiter, I am mainly in green. So Sailor Jupiter as a character, I'll just put her just here. She is the green character, should we say. She's known for being gentle and kind, but also being really strong and being like strong-willed, very protective of her friends. So yes, this event that we were doing was called Japan Matsuri. It is a massive event with celebration of Japanese culture, food, events and different things that Japan does. And it was in conjunction with the Japanese embassy here in London. So my main friends who were organising it, who were also Sailor Mercury and Sailor Moon, they got us together and they decided that we would do a certain dance from Sailor Moon Live. Sailor Moon Live, what is that? Sailor Moon Live is this play that was performed on stage during the early part of this year in London, and I believe they also did a tour in America. It was decided the dance that we were performing from the Sailor Moon Live soundtrack, which is from the Sailor Moon musical called La Soldier. So yes, we were gonna just be 5 plus Chibi Moon, so 6 characters on stage at Japan Matsuri. So a Sailor Scout's outfit, a Sailor Fuku, has very normalized points to it. It will have a pleated skirt with a leotard and a sailor neck collar. Okay, now that is across the board. Each Sailor Scout has a different color. Sailor Jupiter, as I mentioned, is green. So these are the things I have to put together. Oh, and additionally, they all have gloves that go up to the elbow, so gloves, and they also have a tiara. Also, another thing which is really interesting about all the Sailor Scouts, they have a front bow and a back bow. And depending on as they go up and as they excel as Sailor Scouts, the bows change, the brooch right there changes, as well as the length of the bow changes. So yeah, these are all just like normal things that the Sailor Scouts have, but Sailor Jupiter has very unique things about her too. On her collar is there certain emblem. She has these rose earrings that are really kind of cute. Also, she is, I think, the only Sailor Scout who has her hair in a ponytail. So yeah, because she's a tough tomboy. So yeah, her hair's in a ponytail, ready to fight. So yeah, let's go through how I put this cosplay together. So first things first is going for the fabric. I usually go to different places for the fabric, but this time I decided to go to Woolcrest in Hackney, in East London. I was super confused by the type of fabric that I wanted to get. I wanted to go for a lycra because a lycra is a nice full-way stretch, but I couldn't find a lycra which was the right colour. I saw this blue piece and I thought, oh, it's kind of interesting, but it's not what I needed. It wasn't stretchy enough. So oops. Eventually I found a scuba which really did the job. It was thick and it had a two-way stretch to it, so I think I can get away with that. Then to find the green fabric for the skirt and the collar, the sailor collar. I completely forgot if Sailor Jupiter was a dark green or a light green. And both of these materials are cotton drills, so they're nice and thick. They're a thick cotton, which is really, really cool. I ended up going for the dark one. Once I have all the fabric together, I was looking at a specific pattern. So I actually bought a pattern to make my life easier from NDL Workshop. They're on Etsy, and when you buy a pattern, a cosplay pattern from Etsy, you are buying an product, an electronic product. So I wasn't sitting there waiting for a pattern to turn up from America. I can literally just download it and print it off, lay it out and cut to my shape. I really like using different cosplay patterns on Etsy, because when I make a pattern for myself, it's super interesting, but sometimes it's nice to have a different aspect of how one puts things together. So I was able to use this pattern and modify it to my shape, because I'm a lot curvier than the kind of box standard. And I was able to adapt it and maybe do it in the pathway that they do. Some of the best cosplay patterns on Etsy, they will have a breakdown of how they advise you put it together. They'll also let you know if it's too hard or too easy, or if it's intermediate. They'll give you a scope on where you sit and what your sewing ability is. I actually think my sewing ability is quite good, but sometimes I get really confused. Dyslexia. So it's nice to sometimes get a beginner pattern or an intermediate pattern, depending on how they translate the actions and instructions. If it's really well laid out, I've got it. If it's really complex, I'm just like confused. Next is the glove band, the part at the top. The pattern for this was actually really simple. Essentially just make a series of tubes in the matching material and then put in stuffing. So I measured out the channels because I wanted them to at least look even, made them look decent enough, and then I stuffed them. Okay, onto the leotard. So I put the two-way scuba, laid it down, put some weights on, and then cut out the size, cut out the shape. I had the fabric on the fold. So that means I get two of them. And then we're putting it together. So because this is a stretchy fabric, you have to overlock each side so that it will move with you, so that you can get in nice and easy. I told myself I'll stop saying nice and easy, but it's just like a thing that I say now. Next is onto the skirt. Now, to be honest, I found the skirt the hardest because following someone else's pattern for a pleated skirt was a bit strange. Plus, it was really, really short, and I'm still on a weight loss journey, and I felt like it was too short for me to be generally comfortable. So I added some more length on. It was at this point that I realised I was running out of fabric, so I had to be really clever about it, i.e. cut it in a quarter. So the skirt's already in half, cut it into a quarter, so then I have enough fabric and I don't have to go back to the fabric shop. And then we pleat away. I was using this pattern's width of pleats, which was really interesting. This pattern makes sure that you have the main pleat at the front, which is a full pleat, and then it goes and then it flows from each side. So on the left, the pleats are going left. On the right, the pleats are going right. I think it's a really nice pattern. I ran out of time to film the bow, so oops. I made bows.
Give it up for the Sailor cosplayers! Didn't they do amazing?
So yes, I finally got the outfit done. I got it done literally the night before the event, which is cutting it close, but I'm a con cruncher, so I did it. So I got the outfit ready, got my bag together, and I met everyone in central London and walked with everyone to the actual event. You know, I'm like a middle child, so I'm always looking for approval. I invited both my mom and my big brother, as well as like a few other people to come and view it. I was really nervous because I haven't danced on stage in years, and it was a really big event. Everyone liked the fact that we were like a full group, and it's really hard to get a full group together. And yeah, we're a full group, and we performed. We took pictures with the UK ambassador and the organisers, and then we went out to the main arena, well, the main area, and met loads of people. When you're in cosplay in public, it's really hard. Everyone always wants pictures, and I must admit, I'd been dancing and I was looking a bit so, i.e. my wig was like, and my face was like, so that's why. I didn't think I looked my best, but everyone said it looked good. There was one moment which really just messed me up. It messed me up so hard because it's a fresh cosplay. I hadn't like tried it in action, I hadn't danced in it. And as we were dancing, my gloves, which were there, started going like that. And it took me so out of spot. I think I got some of the moves wrong, but at least it was done. But still, I was so upset. I was so upset. Anyway, yes, thank you so much for being here for my video. And if you have any questions about how I put this cosplay together, please do leave some questions in the comments below. Also check out my Instagram and TikTok, that's where I usually live. And yes, please like, and also drop me a sub. I think now I have to live on subscriptions. So if you like the sort of things that I'm putting out, please give me a sub. Please send me a sub, send me a sub. Please send me a sub. Thank you so much, and bye.